Good morning, Anil. How are you? Excuse me. It's been a little bit since I've seen you, but I've been thinking about your house and your project and your insulation, and I wanted to get this video over to you as promised, just so you can get a little bit better perspective. The big theme here with your attic is that it's in line with the age of the home. There's a few good things. There's a few things that leave a little bit to be desired. So we'll just kind of start off here. If you take a look here at the overall landscape of the attic, and you can kind of see where I'm walking, and anytime we can see the ceiling joists, that's a giveaway that there's just not quite enough insulation in this attic. And we talked a little bit about that, and that can be easily fixed. Now, the other thing I wanted you to take note of here as I'm sort of making my way around is that knee wall here to my right, and you can kind of see where the guys did some sealing around the duct, and we talked a little bit about that, and I like that. And then there's another space you'll see in a little bit where it leaves a little bit, like I said before, to be desired. But with the knee wall, I think I mentioned to you that I was impressed with the way the insulation was cut. A lot of care and attention was given to the sizing, and the insulation is it's cut to fit. So from that perspective, it looks good. But as you saw there, the insulation, as gravity takes over through time, it just sort of pulls away from the wall. So we just want to make sure we put something in place there to make it nice and snug. And I'm going to show you what something like that looks like. All right, just want to move on here. You can see what they did with your return, I guess taking the main hallway return and then adding the returns to the different rooms. And again, more signs of doing some sealing around the places that they actually worked. And you can just see that, insulation is a little bit low in different places as I'm kind of moving my way. And then there to my right, that's your furnace flue chimney, that silver, duct or pipe that's kind of running up there. And this is where I wanted to show you a few things. This is where you get a big thermal bypass. There's a large gap around that flue. And this is classic for the age of the home. They just didn't seal around it, and you can kind of see there as I move some of that insulation away, that, kind of leads right down into the house. Not places that you're actually spending time or anything, but certainly, is going to wreak havoc on the HVAC. And apologize, but if you rewind there, you'll also notice that the base of that return, where a lot of the naked ducts, you could see they insulated with either that silver jacket or they sprayed the foam. If you rewind, you'll see where the base of that duct they didn't really insulate, which isn't a huge deal, but it's certainly an opportunity for you. And then here, I just wanted to show you something interesting. This is a top plate, and there's a plumbing penetration that runs through. That's basically a wall, the top of a wall. And you can see even back when they built your house, they actually did a little bit of sealing. They plugged that hole where the electrical goes down. But where I'm pointing, that little line there, and you can kind of tell how discolored the insulation is. It's a telltale sign that they didn't seal the top plates, and we want to make sure we do that as well, just to make sure that not only are those small little holes buttoned up, but even some of those larger gaps, some of those larger, longer spaces that create the airflow that we want to try to stop. So top plates, we want to air seal. And here at the end of the video, I'm just going to give you sort of a quick summary look of a few of these key things that we want to do in your attic. And then I wanted to move along here back behind the master bedroom, the raised ceiling. I think it's been a little while, so I can't remember exactly. But the point is that here, I think I even mentioned to you, there was another large thermal bypass or opening to the inside of the house. And this one, you can see here, houses that plumbing stack. And what I did is I took my camera off my head and I sort of stuck it in the hole, for lack of a better way to say it. And you can see, right down into that area, and you can just see this is like a first-hand, look at how that gap just creates a place for air to communicate between that attic and the inside of the house. And anything we can do to once again alleviate that is going to go a long way. So let me show you a few things that we do here. For example, here you can see Ivan doing some air sealing, and this is an attic that actually might even be right around the same age as yours, but they insulated it incorrectly, so it was a great opportunity to get a real close-up view of the attic floor. And you could see he's sealing some of those penetrations there that you had already sealed, but also how he seals the top plates. And then this is just a large opening here, and I wanted to show you the technique we used to fill the gap there with some foam board and seal around it for those larger areas. And then for your knee wall around the bedroom, we just want to make sure that we button that all up once we've sealed everything. And we want to add baffles to your attic as well to make sure that the ventilation stays, as good as possible. So thanks for watching. I'm going to have a written report here to you real soon. Thanks.